Yes!
This video contains sudden and abrupt jump scares. Viewer discretion is advised.
Hey everyone, Dante here with The Raging Geek, and today I have The Creep from Creepshow. This is an action figure from NECA. It's 7 inches tall. I got this particular one from Target. It was $32.99. You can find these everywhere. They're not too hard to find. There's a lot of them at Target. If you go online, they're on Amazon, eBay, Mercari, you name it. The online premium is not too much. It's pretty much the same as what you can get it for Target, maybe a few dollars more. This figure, based on the 1982 movie Creepshow. Creepshow, 5 short stories in the movie. They also made a comic book based on a couple of the stories in the movie. So, kind of like Tales from the Crypt, you know, a lot of these short story menageries where, you know, they're horror based, short but fun, similar to Tales from the Dark Side. So, the Creep, kind of similar to the Crypt Keeper from Tales from the Crypt. You know, this box has a retro comic book look to it. So if you haven't seen Creepshow, definitely a movie I would suggest watching if you're into horror flicks. You know, it's not too gory. A lot of the storylines, you know, kind of twisted, and, you know, they might not sit well with some viewers, so something to think about. But still, great movie if you're into the horror genre. We're going to take a closer look. This is the Creep from Creepshow. This is an action figure from NECA. Let's take a look. The Creep. So I got a NECA action figure here. It's Ash from Evil Dead. You know, I brought it really for scale. He's using a NECA stand right now. We're going to take the Creep out. In the box, this is what we have. We have the Creep. We have a lantern. He has a skull here, a prop skull. So he has an additional hand, and this is for the sole purpose of holding the lantern. Other than that, he has pretty much open-faced hands. And there's a Creepshow comic book, which is pretty cool if you're a comic book collector. So just think of it as a little real-life mini NFT. Yeah. So a closer look at the comic book, just so you see it here. It's really just a front and back cover that you can open up. And there's a couple of frames here that you can look at, actually selling Creepshow back issues here. Wonder what would happen if you actually mailed this in to someone. So another prop skull to add to my collection of action figure prop skulls. You know, every time you buy a Predator, you get one of these things. It's like someone's gonna come, like, see my toy collection and be like, what are all these skulls? So out of the box, this is what you get. You know, not too much action from the Creep in the movie. He gave a slight chuckle through the bedroom window to the boy, and pretty much that was it. He flew away, and then it was pretty much all animation after that. You know, as you can see, he's a little bit taller than Ash. He's got like a 1/4 inch on Ash. So let's take a closer look at the figure. You know, he comes with a tattered robe. Yeah, it's pretty simple. It's kind of like they took a very thin linen handkerchief and tattered up the edges and whatnot. He's got a pretty good likeness. You know, in the store, you know, you might see a lot of these figures in the boxes. When you look at each of these figures, you know, they're all going to have kind of like a different hairdo, which is kind of funny. You know, some have like neatly combed hair. Others have like really, like, they almost have like a hairdryer blowout type hair. So I guess whatever you feel is you know, whatever suits your fancy as far as hairdo with the Creep. I mean, that's the one I would go with. You know, you can take the hood off to give him a hoodless look. But yeah, I chose the one where it was kind of more, I guess you want to say, to the picture likeness on the box. I try to go with. So, you know, kind of, you know, the hair kind of just, you know, combed down the sides of his face. You know, not too wild, just kind of pressed down on the sides of his face. So, I mean, if you look at the box, yeah, I mean, it's got a pretty good likeness. You know, I think they did a pretty good job. You know, the robe doesn't come off. I mean, I don't know why you would want to take it off anyway. I mean, he's pretty much a corpse underneath. But, yeah, I don't know. Maybe if you wanted to use the creep as, say, like a zombie or something, you know, you might not want the robe. You know, if you wanted to do like a zombie shot of some sort. The additional hand, it's a left hand. So I'm going to take off this left hand and I'm going to put on the lantern hand. And I guess, you know, the open palm hand is good if you want to, you know, hold the skull as like you're presenting it, which would make sense. So, I mean, this is what you got with all the accessories and the creep presenting Ash with his options. Ash, go to the light. Choose the light. Don't choose the skull. Which one, Ash? Which one? Which one, Ash? The red pill or the blue pill? Life or death, Ash? Choose now, or forever hold your peace. So the box also comes with this spooky backdrop. You know, something nice you could display your figure with. Another thing, the prop head, it also substitutes as an additional head, so it's not just like a prop where you would kind of, you know, just put it in his hand. I mean, it can also be a head too, though I'm not sure why you would use it like that, but just something to think about. Okay, so yeah, $32.99. This is the Creep from Creepshow. You can get this readily at Target. Check it out. Run down to your local Target and pick it up. The Creep from Creepshow by NECA. Thanks for watching, folks. This was the Raging Geek. Come again soon. Take care. Bro! Shop smart. S-smart.
Raging Geek. Retro. All things geek. Where geeks can be geeks. Raging Geek. Retro. All things geek. Where geeks can be geeks.